Mr. Gaetano, Mr. Sloan, distinguished guests, teachers, parents, staff, and my fellow students. Thank you, Mr. Gaetano, for this wonderful award. It is an incredible honor to stand before you today as recipient of this award. This recognition is just not a personal achievement, but a reflection of the values instilled in me by our school's vision and mission over the past 12 years. I'll never forget my first math test in PYP. I didn't even know what the test was. So after just 2 or 3 questions, I figured I was done and ran straight back to PE class like it was recess. Meanwhile, Mr. Gaetano and my homeroom teacher at the time, Ms. Mala, were frantically searching the campus for me. When Mr. Gaetano finally found me, I still didn't understand what had gone wrong. After all, I was the only one taking the test. So I went back, speed run through it a second time, and once again returned to PE. In the end, Mr. Gaetano had to personally sit beside me, patiently guiding me to actually read the questions and finish the test properly. That day, I learned 3 things. Number 1, tests aren't races. Number 2, teachers will move mountains to make sure we learn properly, even if it means chasing down overeager PE enthusiasts. And 3, on the list of people I'm afraid of, Mr. Gaetano ranks just behind my parents. I also want to take a moment to thank Mr. Gaetano, Mr. Maguire, and Mr. Bosman. I still remember the day I broke my arm in school. I was in pain and completely overwhelmed. But Mr. Maguire calmly bandaged it right away, and Mr. Gaetano and Mr. Bosman rushed me straight to the hospital without hesitation. Before my mom even arrived, he had already arranged for the orthopedic doctor. Auntie Nettie, who is here with us today, came immediately when she heard. At that moment, I felt so cared for. The experience taught me that strength isn't just about being brave in pain. It's also about the people who show up for you. That day showed me what compassion and courage really look like. I'll never forget that kindness. Thank you. As I moved on to NYP, I started to realize that learning was no longer just about listening classes, it was about thinking critically and making connections. It was during these years that I truly discovered how to become a more independent learner. I still remember struggling to balance subjects like mathematics and sciences with group projects and summative assessments. But over time, I developed the discipline and curiosity to embrace these challenges. Rather than avoid them, these years were also marked by the unexpected challenge of the pandemic, which forced all of us to adapt to online learning. It was harder to stay motivated, harder to collaborate, and even harder to feel connected to school. But that experience taught me resilience, self-discipline, and the importance of being initiative. Whether I was working on a design project from home, NYP helped me not just grow academically, but as someone learning to engage with the world responsibly and reflectively. Moving into the DP years was one of the hardest transitions. The workload increased dramatically, and I had to adjust quickly. Balancing internal assessments, TOK essays, and extended essays felt overwhelming at times. But it was when I truly developed the approaches to learning skills we've been taught for years. I learned how to manage my time more effectively, stay organized, and reflect on my learning in ways I had never done before. Beyond academics, what helped me stay grounded were the service projects I participated in. Volunteering in the local community taught me that even in the middle of stress and deadlines, making time to support others brought a sense of perspective and purpose. At the same time, I continued participating in golf tournaments, which taught me the importance of consistency, mental discipline, and composure. Balancing schoolwork with golf wasn't always easy, but it pushed me to become more focused and intentional with my time. DP didn't just prepare me for exams, it helped me shape me into someone who can navigate challenges with resilience, reflect on growth, and take action with a sense of responsibility. I want to thank my classmates, especially Nara and Vivian, who stood by me through the challenging 2 years. Whether it was through encouraging words, helping each other through tough concepts, or simply being there during stressful moments, your support truly meant so much to me. And to my fellow Stugo peers, you guys are awesome. Of course, none of this would have been possible without the support of those beyond our classrooms. Ms. Suchi, thank you for encouraging me to try again in PYP. Those small moments taught me the value of perseverance, which quietly built the resilience I carry with me today. To Mr. Andy, thank you for teaching me the importance of being reflective. Ms. Desi, thank you for sparking my interest in design. Mr. Exaldi, thank you for playing badminton with me, as it was always fun and energizing. To Ms. Maguire, thank you for letting me know during MIT that I could always come to you with any questions. That simple reassurance meant more to me than you might realize. I would also like to thank two amazing PRP teachers who have left MIS, Ms. Rachel and Ms. Brittany. Knowing you were there helped me feel braver when I was unsure. To the DP team, Ms. Bintang, Ms. Melda, Ms. Risky, Mr. Bossman, Mr. Pringle, and my homeroom teacher, Mr. Sloan. You're the best teammate that I could ever ask for, and you didn't just teach me knowledge. You helped me grow in confidence, expression, and critical thinking. Mr. Pringle, thank you for your detailed feedback on my summative assessment, even when I didn't do well. You always took time to write 3 to 6 paragraphs explaining how I could improve, and that guidance helped me grow. To Ms. Imelda, thank you for your thoughtful advice during class and always paying attention to the details. To Ms. Bintang, I hope your eyesight hasn't worsened by my small handwriting. And if I did, I'm sorry. But I really did take your advice and started writing bigger. Thank you. To Mr. Bossman, over the past few months, you took time out of your busy schedule just to help me with maths. I'll never forget your dedication. Thank you so much. To Ms. Risty, you always reminded me not to skip school, and while strict, it taught me how to be disciplined and not to take learning for granted. Thank you. And to Mr. Sloan, you were more than a teacher. You were someone who truly understood me. Being the only boy in class wasn't always easy, but you never made me feel out of place. You saw me as I was quiet, focused, and doing my best. Thank you for understanding and support. To our ground staff, Pak Iwan, terima kasih banyak setiap kali ada acara jualan. Bapak selalu bantu kami siapkan alat makan dan urus bersih-bersih sesudahnya. Tanpa Bapak semua kegiatan itu enggak jalan. Terima kasih banyak Pak. Auntie Pretty, thank you so much for your support, especially for helping our DP2 by purchasing all of those orders, and your help made it possible for us to complete our caster to pond project. And now to my dearest parents and brothers, Mom, Dad, Brian, and Matt. Thank you for always supporting me when I was at my lowest. You were the ones who helped me stand up again. Because of you, I know I'm never alone. To Auntie Natty and Auntie Valentina, thank you. And Auntie Pretty, thank you for being here today. Your presence makes this moment even more meaningful. And to Mr. Gaetano, on my very first day of school, it was you who welcomed me. And today, it's you handing me my graduation certificate. To have started and ended my journey with you means so much to me. I'm incredibly thankful. To all my juniors, keep learning, be your best self, even if others don't understand you. Don't be afraid of standing alone, because solitude makes you stronger. Thank you, everyone.